this is where it all goes wrong. We're in. Oh. Well guys, we're back on the vibratory finisher, and the anchors that we put in have been working really, really well, but the tank system that we put in was a complete and utter fail. Let me show you the problem. So if I just fire this on right now, we watch the bike. And it's doing its dance. And then when it stops, it'll just do, just right at the end. Yeah, you can see how that kind of really doesn't work. So basically what I did is I bought some pipe, some flexible pipe, this stuff, and let's see if we can, we're going to use a little bit of this and connect this in with our tank connectors, etc., to give us a little bit more flexibility with the tank and allow it to kind of be a bit more remote. I may even, now I'm just looking at this right now and I'm thinking, well, you know, like, how can I do this? I'm thinking I might even whack the tank underneath the bench here, because this bench is staying where it is and it seems like the perfect location to actually put the tank. And with this, I'm going to have the flexibility to do that. So let's get on, let's get that done. Right, so I don't need to cut the tank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use these fittings and actually, oh, sorry, I want to cut the pipe. I do want to cut the pipe, I'll get this right. I want to cut the pipe, put the box back and basically still have a little bit of pipe coming out there on a flexi connector, and then we'll use these and solvent weld these on. I think that will make a good connection, I think. I don't know, I'm kind of deciding it as I go along.
Oh, here we go. That's the bionic man. The bionic man. Been on the acid now.
The acid.
Now, bionic man.
Is that what you do when you're on the acid? So we've got all the pipe work in for the tanks, which I'm quite excited about because it's going to get all this water flowing. So we've got the exits coming out of there and out of there. It's going to run around here. We're going to have our pump sit somewhere around here. And then you've got that feed in there to feed the water back into each of these tanks through the filter, and a diverter valve to take it to drain. And I've already connected all that up, all the way up to near the drain, and I'm nearly ready to go with that. Yeah, I am. No, I ain't got. I've got to order it. Yeah, really annoying. I'm really annoyed about that. Nah. So I'll order it from the same company that I've been ordering them from, and all these airlines are about in place now, but I'm waiting for the regs to come and then I can connect these up. It's really coming together. Who's ringing me? Who's ringing me? I hope so. I think so. Max, can I have my screwdriver back, you thief? See if he answers back. He's ignoring me. I heard a bang though, didn't you?
Down.
I want it back. Give me the screwdriver back. What do you use it for? It's my screwdriver.
Oh, carry on your lip, Hudson, and I'll run you through that with your winder for a couple of days. Says you've got Glory looking for her.
Right, will it fit? It does fit. Look at that. So look, it can go under there. How good would that be? That'd be awesome. But I think that would do the trick, and then I won't have to have this silly bit of foam in anymore. And then hopefully we won't make much of a mess. So let's get rid of this, go stick it in the bin. The other problem I got is this silly little connector on the side. This one here keeps leaking everywhere. Right, let's get rid of that. Might just take that cloth. So I think the other one didn't have little rubber washers on both sides, which doesn't really help. So we need to make this hole a bit bigger, so I need to go find a hole saw to fit that. So I'll go upstairs and see what I can find. You've got limited space, that's what you have. Look, my little box of hole saws, all neatly pictured and labelled and whatnot. So there's no question where the hole saws are. They're all here. I think that's a bit big. The question is, have I got the right size hole saw? And I think the answer is no. Oh, that looks all right. What do you think, TK? Yeah? Yeah. It's handy knowing where things are. You know, like this is a big problem around here, is when things don't have homes, they go missing. So you need to know everything has a home, everything has its place. And it doesn't go missing. So things are getting better bit by bit. It just takes a lot of time. Right, let's go take these downstairs. Right, this is where it all goes wrong. I'm gonna make a hole that's probably 10 times bigger than it's meant to be because it wants to spin away. Come on. Yeah, there we go. It's all right to me. As we used to say, it looks all right from my house. Okay, I need to get the old reamer out, which maybe there's one in here. Oh, there is. I'm wearing my tool pouch today. It makes life a little bit easier because everything that you need is on there. But the problem is I forget what's on there. Okay. So, our tank connector. TK, what did I do with the tank connector? There it is. Bit of CT1. Again, it's got its home. At the moment, its home is here, which not is exactly the most practical thing, but at least the spare CT1's there. Right, I just need to, before I stick that on, I need to give it a clean, because you don't want to stick it on dirt, right? Let me get some blue roll, bit of lime scale remover. Okay. Sticker on. In that goes. On this goes. And on goes this ring. Maybe I glued that one in already. Okay. The only problem is this actually needs to go in here. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. I need to find something. I don't know what. Don't know what. There's something to fit in here. And what I should have done is I should have bought some adapters already, but I haven't. So I'm gonna see what I can do and see if I can make do with what I've got. Hello, honey. How you doing? Are you alright in there? It seems a bit warm. You look a bit warm. Are you nice and warm? I think I want to get in there. I want to get in that box.
Hey, he wants to look at the top.
This is our new admin office. Do you think the admin would like to work in here? I think it's quite cosy, and now the guys are taking it over as electronics. But we've got to clean it out, as you can tell, because yeah, it isn't really usable. But I think it'll make a good space for the electronics. Okay, see what we got in my little box. I'm glad no one's been stealing my pennies. Got loads of 2p's in there. Every little helps. So, I'm trying to work out what will work. Let's, just hang on, let me have a little dig first. Just make sure there isn't anything better, but I think that's as good as it's going to get. Oh, where is that? Which is like the original tank connector. That's over 25mm, which won't fit in. Do you know what I found out? I found out that the 40mm fittings, you can whack a Henry in the end of it, and we were talking about having a Henry Hoover set up in there with against the powder coating, with all like the little extraction hoses coming off, and that you would have a little switch that you could bring it down and vacuum each booth without having to roll Henry out. So I think that's going to be a future project that we'll probably do. Right, let's go downstairs and we'll go angle grind this. I needed to confirm that this fits in this. It doesn't fit. It's not going to do it. It's not going to do the job. The problem is, so what I wanted was on here are these little rubbers, and they actually, on one end of them, they actually come off. But on the other end, they're actually like sealed in. I think there was one more around here somewhere. Maybe it was on here. No. Yeah, and anyway, they actually come off, but some of them are glued on, so they won't come off, and so that causes a little bit of a problem. Because I mean, in an ideal world, we just go straight in there, and you're away. But of course, that's going to leak everywhere. So it's trying to find the right thing to go on there that won't leak and will create a nice seal. I just want to confirm that I'm not going mad, and that this doesn't actually fit in there. I am right, this isn't in, because it just pushed in. It's not glued in. I can't get it out. Okay, nothing that a load of glue won't fix, I guess. Okay, so that's not going to work. None of that's going to work. And you can't, although that would fit in there, you can't actually get this onto there. Unless there's a way of widening this out. Which... alright. See if this works. Oh, it's good, that's what I was looking for. This is like DIY at its best. Or worst, really. I don't think it's working. Oh, I got an answer to this. Heat gun. Here's my most eloquently crafted idea. I'm going to heat this up and I'm going to mould this on this. Then I can cut this, insert it into that, and we should be good. So let's see if that works. Get it nice and hot. A bit melty in here. Soft, that's for sure. Come on! I mean, it was kind of going on, kind of not. Oh, there we go. Yes! I think that'll do it. Maybe a Jubilee clip on there and we'll be away. So we've got our Jubilee clip, so let's just get that on there. I actually found one upstairs to my surprise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that in up there and I'm going to tighten that on there. I might even use an impact wrench to tighten this up if I can see it anywhere. But maybe not. Depends how optimistic I'm feeling. Let's get that glue. Okay. Whack some around there. We're going to be nice and generous with this. Make sure that it does what we want it to do, because to be honest, we're not really gripping on like a lot when it comes to plastic. You know, like normally you'd have a lot more on there. Okay. And then I don't think I know where the impact wrench is, so I guess I'm just doing this up by hand. Not my favourite. Can't do it. I need to get the impact wrench. Yeah, while I'm there, let me just see if, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'll whack some of this solvent weld on here. Just to see if it hopefully sets it in. Impact wrench. But we're not 100% there yet. We're getting there for sure. So here's my thinking. If I grip it with these, all thumbs and fingers here. Grip it with these. Yep. Get the old impact wrench in there. Now all I'm going to do is round that out from there then. Alright, big flathead it is then. Jesus. Whew. Okay. Push that out of the way. we will stick it, I reckon there. It's not too tight, but it should be tight enough that I can do what I need to. What is wrong with this thing? Why? The simplest of tasks, I don't seem to be able to do it. It's like I'm a broken man. I'm gonna try going the other way. Oh, there we go. We got some traction in the other direction. Right. So why would it only go looser and not smaller? Oh, I think it's not fitting out here. I think I broke it. It's basically the here catching. There we go. I think I've done it. I might have done it. We're in. We're in. Oh. Okay. I'm going to cut this pipe back. So let's get this cut back. My favourite plastic car. Let's stick our little coupler on there. Get that open up there.
Probably be a bad idea sniffing that, wouldn't it?
Oh, I don't know. I'd quite like it. All right, let's get the old anaconda in there. God, I wish I owned one of these. Apparently, this is a solvent weld flexible pipe. Apparently. We'll find out. I hope it is. I mean, it will certainly go in there. So that's it. That's the flexible bit in. That's those two apart. So we'll let that set just for a second, and then we'll do our last connection. There we go. We're all good. Okay. Hopefully, we're in a good spot. Oh. Where's Mark when you need him? I don't know why that's not going down though. Just brake popped out again. Yes! Yes! It's in! Hallelujah! Oh. Right. Now I really should have a waterproof connector on this, but yeah, bang. You can hear it running. Cool, so now what it needs to do is fill this up with water and hope that it doesn't piss everywhere. So let's get it filled up. Gone stiff again. I'll add a bit more water to it. I'm sure we'll get it going. At the moment, it's not leaking as far as I can tell. I mean, I know there's water on the floor, but it's not from just now, as far as I'm aware. Oh, I've got my little pink watering can. Over the floor again.
It's a wet room,
It's a wet room. Yeah, we need a drain in the floor. That would be the easy option. So we got a tiny leak. Plumbing is not my strong suite whatsoever. But basically we've got a tiny leak coming out the pipe. Well, it's not so tiny now. It's now drip, 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 drip. But it's coming out of that pipe just there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and solve that, and otherwise tomorrow morning we're gonna get up and there's gonna be like a massive leak all over the floor. But it works. So let's consider that project done until Mark fixes it while I'm away on holiday.